Welcome to the Astral Tourist, your cosmic detour into alternate dimensions, where time, space, and consciousness blur into something far stranger and more beautiful. I'm the Astral Tourist, some call me Starry, and I explore the mysteries of astral projection, out-of-body experiences, lucid dreaming, and consciousness exploration. Thanks so much for joining me today. So, why Jupiter? Aligning with Jupiter and building an astral ident. Well, I'm back from all the traveling. I've had a good chance to rest up, go on all those fun astral cruises. So today I'm turning my attention towards Jupiter, the great gas giant, the king of planets, a place of storms, magnetism, and mystery. Astrally, it's always felt like an enormous humming beacon just waiting to be explored. Now with Saturn, I've been building a long-term project by creating that observatory thought form and exploring xenochemical communication. For Jupiter, I'm beginning by laying down a completely different energetic foundation before attempting some kind of direct contact. I've always kind of just whizzed by Jupiter, and before I had kind of whizzed by Saturn. And, when I explored Saturn more, it blew me away. And I'm thinking Jupiter will too. I don't know how or anything, but I'm thinking I'm taking my time with these places. So, Astral Idents Explained. So if you're new to this, an astral ident is basically a marker, a focus object or space you build with intention to sync your consciousness to a target locale. It's also, it can just be a general thing, like your general frequency as well. So think of it like an energy/metaphysical business card or a breadcrumb kind of trail in the astral to help others find you and locate you. So when I created the Saturn Observatory, I embedded small indigo and violet crystals and images of Saturn into it. Over time, that beacon strengthened the connection, and I got a response. Oh my goodness, didn't I? So for Jupiter, I'm approaching it in a similar way, but instead of an observatory, I've designed in my imagination and an energy work a steampunk-inspired luxury submarine. Now, remember, this is all just prep, visual prep, which I'll suspend above the planet's upper atmosphere in meditation, looking out over the swirling storms. It'll have plush velvet couches, silver linings and decor, glowing miniature Jupiter orbs, and some jewels. And all of this is an anchor. These are all anchor points that kind of like scream Jupiter ident with mine mixed in. So before I attempt the full astral projection to Jupiter, I'm spending some time sitting with that image, like charging it with my intent. And as my astral body feels better and better, the more I've been resting up after travel, I'm going to be really strong by the time I try this. So I'll hold a small physical token, maybe a silver ring or sphere, real or imagined, while meditating. Mostly imagined right now, imagining it as one of the glowing Jupiter orbs in the cabin of this steampunk vehicle I'm putting together. So that way, when I finally fly or phase there, astrally, it will feel seamless and familiar. Now, in the astral, things aren't going to be exact. Even if my imagination gets it right, that would mean it was more of a dream, right? And so I'm expecting something else to go on here. But, again, this is prep work just to get my mind familiar that, hey, I'm going to Jupiter. And this is how I'm getting ready to go. And if that changes once I'm in the astral, that's fine. It's all good with me. So astral idents help also to stabilize your experience. If you do all of this prep, Even if the experience is different, you're already really stabilized and like ready. So it helps you navigate. You can sometimes even signal your presence to other beings. You're building your strength up. And, they're like metaphysical lighthouses in a way. Like all of these little things that you do of various sizes and shapes. Like you're also like creating all these little batteries around for yourself and stabilizing, kind of things all around you and in your mental perspective as well. So the Lux for luxury, for this part of it, is about mirroring how Jupiter is enormous and grand. I'm like already respecting the space. It's basically saying and mirroring to Jupiter, I see you as grand and luxurious. And the submarine aspect is about navigating storms, which we know Jupiter has a lot of storms, and about going through the storms with the submarine and not sailing on top or just bypassing them. So again, more respect. Like I see all this motion, I see the energy, and I'm going to try to navigate it and work with you here. And, just treating Jupiter as its own presence. So I'm hoping for a truly inside tour of Jupiter, whatever that might mean, including like, a visual. And this is like the equivalent also of saying, I'm ready to dive deep and I won't hold back when the time comes. So Jupiter mythologically is linked with wisdom, generosity, and expansion. As part of my prep, I'm planning to bring an offering. So I'm thinking maybe a small orb of light with a special symbol embedded in it, symbolizing gratitude and earth. And I'm thinking a maple tree image, something Jupiter doesn't have already. Like, hey, I'm bringing you something because you don't have it. And I'm, just trying to be thoughtful. And this isn't because I have to, but it sets the tone again for respect. Like, I'm not just, someone dropping by, just expecting something for nothing here. I want to share my experience too, if you want, So it's like, gifting someone to maple syrup or maple syrup to someone that lives somewhere else that doesn't have maple trees, right? It's a goodwill gesture. So again, this episode isn't about first contact, not just yet. It's the setup, the grounding, the pre-flight checklist. Tonight or sometime soon, I'll step aboard my Jupiter submarine, which I've called the Jovian Lux, and see what unfolds. Maybe nothing at first. Maybe it'll take me a night. It could take me a week, a month. When I try something big like this, it's unpredictable as far as the timing. Sometimes I get really lucky and it's fast. And other times I have to work at it. So, I'll just try and find out what happens. Also, I've made a song. And in order for the song to make sense, you really should listen to this. I don't know if you skipped ahead, go back. But this helps explain why I made the song, how I did. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm so excited to start this part of my astral journey and to be sharing it with all of you. And it's diving deep into how we can use our astral idents, as explorers and reach beyond. So if you've experimented with planetary projection, thought form structures, or even your own astral vehicles on any level, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment, send me a message. Until next time, happy travels, and see you somewhere among the storms of Jupiter, perhaps.